buried gold and ancient bones, the forgotten wealth of Africa. Welcome to the Cradle of Humankind. In Krugersdorp, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a home to some of the oldest human ancestors ever discovered. Today, I take you deep into these ancient caves. I'm on my way to the reception where I am going to pay. Entrance fee here is 150 rands for me to actually go in and view the caves and all the historic items right here. I'm at the entrance of the Sterkfontein Caves, the Cradle of Humankind World Heritage Site. Let me go in. Today, I take you deep into these ancient caves where over 3 million years of history whisper through the rocks. But this isn't just about fossils. This land also hides legends of gold. From Littlefoot's prehistoric bones to the lost treasure of Paul Kruger. Thanks, Baba. All. Right beneath our feet lies the fossilized remains of Littlefoot. Discovered. Please comment below on the issue of discovered, because some people take offense as to how can you say you discovered a place when there were people already living in it. So which is the correct word to use that will make people not feel belittled? I will choose to use the word uncovered. Uncovered in the Sterkfontein Caves, estimated to be 3.67 million years old. Littlefoot is one of the most complete Australopithecus skeletons ever found. A small being who walked upright, a glimpse into our ancient lineage. This area is not called the Cradle of Humankind by accident. These caves preserved more than just bones. They preserve the very question of who we are. This is a story of human beginnings, of emperors built and destroyed, and of the priceless treasures still buried beneath the South African soil. In just a few minutes, our trip to the caves is going to start from here. We're going to move from here to the caves. You see, I think these helmets here are the helmets that we should put on, safety gear, but we'll see just now what will be the instruction. But it starts here. As you can see, this is where it starts. A journey to the caves, Cradle of Mankind. Okay, like I said, it all will start here. From here, this is where we're going to go to the caves. I'm ready with the gear, helmet on, ready for the caves. We are here to discover ourselves.
So before we go in, I want you guys to fix your helmet. Make sure that it is not too loose, not too tight.
Here, you also find the skull that changed the world, Mrs. Place. In 1947, a stubborn genius named Robert Broom walked into the Sterkfontein Caves, not with gold fever, but with fossil fever. At age 71, when most retire, Broom was digging like a man chasing time. And then he found her. A near-perfect skull, later identified as Australopithecus africanus. The world named her Mrs. Place. Though misgendered and misunderstood at first, she would become an icon of paleanthropology. Her face stared out of the world with a message. Humans were born in Africa, South Africa. This skull was estimated to be 2.5 million years old. Mrs. Place was the first major clue that we are all, in a sense, children of this land, South Africa. But the cave wasn't done speaking. Deeper still, past the bones of antelopes and monkeys, another mystery was waiting. It would take decades to uncover, and nearly 4 million years to arrive. In the 1990s, Professor Ron Clark and his team stumbled upon some anky bones buried deep in an unexcavated chamber. Over the times, these bones revealed a near complete skeleton nicknamed Little Foot. By 2017, after 20 years of staking work, the world saw her standing. At 3.67 million years old, Little Foot is older than Lucy, Mrs. Place, and she rewrote the book again. Found in Sterkfontein, right here where I now walked. She stretches deeper than we ever imagined. Her legs were long, arms strong, and she likely walked upright. Living in a time where the earth was wilder and survival sacred. Her bones remind us that we were always explorers.
So before we go in, I want you guys to fix your helmet. Make sure that it is not too loose, not too tight to avoid
Our seat on the palm slide and hold on to the keyboard and go down. Silica, water-based silica, because silica, remember, that's what makes the chat. It makes it a little bit very hard. But when the wind blows, now they change form. That's what they kind of make this. They can also, this is what also makes, where is that? I'm sorry. They can make this stalactite, stalagmite. Sometimes they look like an icicle, so you can see so there.
Is it like almost like a chemical reaction?
Yeah. As soon as we go through this pocket, make sure that you do not lift your head too high, The moment you do that, the helmet knocking on the roof will indicate you, now you need to go down a little bit. So this is a way for us to experience how caves started. They started small like this. Everything was one solid rock. But this is how water eats what is soft, creating tunnels.
Into subterranean water.
So congratulations, everybody made their life. Now let's move to the lake side.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
This stuff that's on the ground.
This comes from outside in some of the trees.
Oh, okay.
And then that's why we say the sinkholes are the feeders.
Yeah,
Wow.
Littlefoot fell down and died.
Wow.
The other skeletons were washed in by rains and
Into the
rivers
sinkhole and
into
then
the
down to the
sinkhole.
cave.
Down
Wow.
into the cave.
Amazing stuff, eh?
Yeah. And some 300.
It's no accident that this place is called Krugersdorp, named after Paul Kruger, the Boer president who once hunted gold and land in these hills. But beneath the gold, a deeper treasure was buried. Not wealth for pockets, but wisdom for humanity. As miners blast rock in search of riches, they uncovered the path to our relatives. Ironically, it wasn't their gold that made this land rich. Today, the Cradle of Humankind is more than a tourist stop. A reminder that before passports and borders, we were all one tribe. Born from the African dust, shaped by the struggle, strengthened by time. Whether you are from Soweto or Sao Paulo, from Tokyo or Tshwane, your ancestors once looked up at the African sky. Long before the first European boots touched this land, the people of Bapunguve in the now Venda area were already masters of mining, melting and trading with gold. This wasn't just metal, it was status, economy and stability. They traded as far as Arabia and India centuries before colonization. So when the Dutch and later the British arrived, they weren't discovering gold like they always claim. They were intercepting it. Enter Paul Kruger, a farmer,
Yes.
soldier,
Sit first.
and later president of the South African Republic.
Coming down.
A Boer leader who saw the glittering wealth hidden beneath Gauteng. In 1887, after gold was officially uncovered on the Witwatersrand, Krugersdorp was founded. But the locals like the Bapedi, Tswana and Venda already knew what the earth held, and the gold rush exploded. With it, a new frontier was born, but so were tensions. The Afrikaners often called the Dutch people from their days in Cape Town once tried defending themselves against the British, but the Englishmen kicked them out of the Cape. They sought freedom in the north, founding their own republics. But freedom is expensive. When they struck gold, the British struck again. I've since come to a conclusion that the British were very bully. As the Second Anglo-Boer War raged on, Paul Kruger fled with hopes of saving his republic's gold. It is believed that he ordered train wagons filled with gold bars and coins to travel east towards Mozambique, destined for safety in Europe. 5 June 1900, the fall of Pretoria. As they tried to flee to East Portuguese, now Mozambique, somewhere in Mpumalanga, the journey stopped. The gold vanished. Rumors say it was buried, hidden, never to be seen again, or even stolen. To this day, people search for the Kruger millions, chasing both future and history. One man was behind much of all this: Cecil John Rhodes, a British imperialist and mining magnate. While Paul Kruger dreams of a free republic, Rhodes plotted conquest. Cape Town was lost by the Boers to the English, and then the gold too. The Afrikaners, sandwiched between power and greed, lost both land and treasure. From ancient bones to stolen gold, this land tells the story of humanity's highs and lows, of glory, greed, and genius. Whether you believe Littlefoot walked into history, or that Kruger's gold still slips beneath the veldt.
I'm going to stick here a pointer. This will give you the shadow casting. So you place this at the normal at the current date, and the shadow will reflect exactly that particular time. So in this regards, what is today's date?
29th of July.
The 9th of July, right. So it's going to be around here. Here? So let's do like this. If you look at this, I look at the shadow. What time is it from your clock?
8 minutes past 3.
Look at the shadow.
10 minutes past 3.
Remember this
Plus
shadow
minus
is
few.
thick, eh? It's not exactly as your clock, so which means that's the exact time. So the thick, it can cover almost maybe 10 minutes there, or 20 minutes. So similar concept, but now there is a disadvantage of this clock system.
So Littlefoot was found in 1994 through 1997 by Professor Ron Clark, Stephen Mutsumi, and Nkwani Ulive. A complete skeleton, by the way, from head to toe, comprising of 32 teeth in position. Very interesting enough, a female dates back to 3.67 million years old. A female whose lower limbs were quite very longer than the upper limbs. The hands were quite very large, but the body suggested a bipedal gait. But at the same time, that she was able to stand upright and also perform duty.
One thing is certain: Africa is a land of deep roots and hidden riches. If this story intrigued you, subscribe. If your bones felt something stir, then this channel is your home. Subscribe not just for the content, but to be part of the journey of rediscovery.
We call it stalagmite or stalagmite, which might grow. Remember this simply. Stalactites it hang tight on the roof. Stalagmite, it might grow. Now they form this chicken caves, a drumstick, this pillar and column. This is the limestone. That's what the miners were looking for, to make cement, to make toothpaste, to make bricks, pillars, and fertilizers. So all this formation, that's what. So remember, when I have mentioned about silica. So silica is one of the minerals throughout these arachnids or icicles. They look like 1,000 pieces of a broken bottle. They look like fire. They look like needles. So they look like this. They glitter throughout the cave wall. And all this. Oh, ladies, these are not diamonds. Eh? Yes, before you give yourself a heavy job. Eh? So this is how we also harvest these throughout the world to make these glitters, so the shines ladies use. So they come from the same rock.
Yes, today we took a historic journey. A journey that says we remember who we are. Somewhere here it got so scary, guys. I took a different route. Now I couldn't find my group. I had to listen to their voices. Yo, my heart was racing. It was so scary in this cave. Yo, found them.
Yes.
The first discoverer, I won't say the discoverers, but the people who say that you can't discover something, whereas if I could be there. So they found it first. So I've always saying, nobody find anything. Nobody discovers something. Just came across. Because if you say, I found this whatsoever, what about the people who live in there?
Yeah. Look, I did it.
Yeah, we had the Cradle of Humankind, the World Heritage Site. We're discovering ourselves in these caves. Yeah, that's the door. It looks like not yet the door. The staircase up.
So this is the first exploration site. This is where they first found the fossil. We call all this area the fossil chamber. That's what opened up other chambers to this. First discoveries also originated from here. This is where one of the darkest parts of the show you how to discover this place. That was the first excavation. But this became the largest because of multiple sinkholes flashing the stuff inside here. There used to be enormous formation of stalactites. You can see from this roof here. They're still here.
Robert Bloom, this is the man who changed South African science. He found this skull here at the Cradle of Mankind. The fingers are for life.
Yeah,
The nose is for wisdom. Yeah. But I touched the nose. I'm not greedy. I didn't touch the fingers. I was just showing you. I touched the nose.
So thank you guys so much. So much appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sound on the ground was not footsteps. It was the fossils beneath their boots, calling me a new for a historic discovery. We're coming out of the cave now. Wow. We were 60 meters deep. Can you imagine? 60 meters down underground. I would like to thank the staff at the Cradle of Humankind for a great hospitality and a lovely insight of history. This is Freezer's Chorus, and this is the Roller Coaster Diaries. This is the beginning of everything. If you touch his nose, you will be lucky. Hit that like button and let's keep digging. Season 3 is back with fire. Share it and go tell them all.